Hi students, today I'm going to take up with you yet another very interesting story from the English reader book which is to be included in the creative writing curriculum. Today, the story that I'm going to take up is entitled What Misha Heard. Now, this is a very interesting story and it gives you a very close insight into what goes inside a child's mind and how careful we should be with our words. Now, it's a story of a little girl called Misha. And when the story opens, we see her standing very sweetly and innocently in front of the house of the aunt who lives in the neighborhood. Now, she is very excited to meet her aunt because the aunt is a very kind lady and she welcomes her very warmly and loves her a lot. Now, in that house, there also lives two cousins that Misha has named Gia and Karina. And these two cousins are also very close to Misha. So every time she gets an opportunity to meet with her cousins and her aunt, she's very excited to meet them and looks forward to the opportunity. Today, when the story starts, it is a similar opportunity, and we see her standing right in front of the door, ready to press the bell any minute. Now, imagine her standing. There is a very sweet description of how she looks. She's wearing a pretty pink frock and she has red cheeks and she's looking very beautiful, very cute. And she's just waiting with her finger on the doorbell. Not sure if she should press it or not just yet. Her surroundings are also very beautiful because there is a small fence, a gate, a fence gate, a green garden gate that is there in front of the aunt's house. And there she can see the cows and other farm animals moving around very quietly. So the setting of this story is very peaceful and naturally very pleasing. So in this case now, she is waiting to ring the bell. The moment she's just about to ring the bell, she hears a conversation that is going on between two of her sisters. As I've already previously informed you, this is Gia and Karina. Now, she hears them saying something about having a noisy creature in the house, and they are not very happy with the kind of um, you know presence that the creature has, and they want to get rid of it. Now when she hears this, because she's just about to enter, and it is her whom her mother has sent to meet the aunt, so they must be waiting for Misha. So she assumes that maybe, just maybe, this reference is for me. They are talking about me as the noisy creature, and they regret me coming. It is a very sad moment and tragic moment for Misha when she feels and she realizes that she has become a burden upon her sweet aunt and her lovely sisters. She has nothing but love for them, and she has now got the sense that they do not enjoy her company. Now, what ensues ahead is very interesting to read because it is a very intense description and a very detailed description of what Misha goes through mentally and physically and how she deals with the level of sadness, with the level of anger, and the fact that she's very upset and she is rattled by the revelation, almost very tragically hit by the revelation that she is not a welcome guest in the house of an aunt whom she looks forward so dearly to see every single time. So it is somehow a very heartwarming story because it touches upon a very poignant and a very, very hidden part of a child's mind. And it shows how a single word and how a single miscommunication can lead to a very big misunderstanding amongst the most dearest ones. How she deals with it, what she thinks, and the fact that she constantly thinks that when they also warmly welcome her, because obviously maybe they don't mean what they say. So when the door is finally opened in the middle of her thinking about the tragic revelation, when the door opens and they welcome her very warmly and heartily, and she is welcomed with open arms by her kind aunt. She feels as if it's pretense, and all she wants to do is yell and shriek and say that, yes, I know your reality. I know you don't like me, and I know that you think me as a noisy, annoying creature, and I'm not even a human being to you. So that is something that she wants to put forth, but something in her stops, and the internal anger and the internal battle that goes on in her head. Even though this is a very short and simple story, yet when you look at such a intense and such a emotionally charged narrative, you will feel really touched by the kind of descriptions that are given within the story. I heartily encourage you to go through it because it is an emotional treat, and it will give a very interesting insight into your own mind and how it works and how it often gets manipulated by your own senses. So, you will find the story in your English reader book. There is also a planner, as always, associated with this description, this discussion, and I hope after reading such an interesting, engaging narrative, I am sure you will be driven to do the planner also, and you will also be very eager to finally unravel the mystery of what exactly Misha heard. So I hope you enjoy the suspense just as much as I did, and you do the sheet, and I await your responses eagerly. Have a great day, students. Thank you for listening, and do read the most interesting story, What Misha Heard. Thank you.